programming is to stay in the box. That's why we struggle as business owners. That's why things don't move forward for us. That's why we tick the boxes, but the boxes still don't add up. We stay in the box. What is my goal today? My goal today is to do 3 things. Number 1, transform your thought process. You have to think differently. You can't think like everybody else. If you're like everybody else, you will get everybody else's results. Average people get average results. Number 2, inspire you. Inspire you to let you know that there's so much more. Okay? That's the second thing I want to do with this class. I want to inspire you to let you know there's so much more that you can be, that you can do, that your business can do, that you haven't explored. The third thing I want to do is action. I want to be a catalyst so that you will leave here and go and take action. And do something phenomenal with your business. Business can be fun and business can be boring. It is up to you. It depends on what you want to do with it. And it will all be determined by your willingness to what? To think outside the box. That's what this class is about. I believe that you're going to leave here ignited. Okay? This is going to be an experience. Believe me, it is going to be an experience. So sit back, open your mind, and get ready to experience. It's not going to be a lecture. So I do have slides, like I always do. Anybody that's come to my lectures knows that I always have slides. I'm very organized. But I don't want to lecture you. I want to take you on a journey. So that the journey will open your mind to see. Okay, so this is not a lecture. This is me taking you on a journey that what will now begin to happen is your own mind will be open and say, oh my God, hey, okay, maybe I should look at things this way. Okay? And I believe that lasting transformation happens when it is you that gets there. Not me that I'm trying to take you there. You get there by yourself because all of a sudden your mind is open and you realize that there's so much more to that business than you thought there was. That's what we're going to do today. So it's a journey. When you fill the form, we say, what do you want to learn? So a couple of things that came out are develop a sustainable marketing strategy, build a formidable business and brand, convert prospects on social media as paying clients, sell without seeming like you're selling. I have my own assumptions in this class. Okay? I'm assuming that we all have a good product or service that we're offering. I'm assuming that you've sorted out your pricing and business model. If you are not sure of all these things, there's a program I have called Accelerate Bootcamp. You should come and do that bootcamp. Because it's based on this assumption that we can even start talking about marketing at all. What are we selling if we don't have a good product? Let's not lie to ourselves. Abi? You know, they say the fastest way to fail in marketing is to have a bad product. Because a bad product, once you begin to push it like this, to just say bad, 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 bad. It's true. A couple of years ago, my client went into production of makeup. And she did a very big buzz, you know, we had a party to launch the new makeup line and all that stuff. She went maybe from China. Unfortunately, the product came in like a few days before that big party, you know, and the eye pencils were bad, but she didn't know. Okay? And because it was launched so publicly, people bought it and the complaint was horrible. You know, so what was supposed to be a good, grand event, just one mini eye pencil spoils the whole shine. Because every other product was good except those eye pencils. Of course, later on she got to change them and made it better, but that one dint of that product, you know, affected them for a little time. So that's what a bad product will do. No matter how much you push it, a bad product will make you fail faster because it's a bad product. So these are my own assumptions. If you're not so sure of anything, we'll give you the accelerate whatever later. You need to sort out these 3 things for you to be successful in marketing. So this is what it is. So this, in a nutshell, is our outlet. So we've done our introduction. We're a bit far from time, so we'll quickly go. So we have the art of storytelling. We have a Q&A. There's a guy who is coming here from Business Day. I told him to come and talk to us about, I'm going to ask him questions about how small businesses can get the attention of offline press. Because everything is social media these days, but we need to be able to also get credibility by being an offline press. So he's going to come. Afterwards, we're going to do a brand pitch, where we're all going to talk about what we do. And then we'll take a short break, and then we'll do a taste test, and then thesis of marketing, direct response. So it's a loaded day. we are going to be eating lunch and walking. Every moment is going to be immersion till we close at 4. So just get ready. The fact that we're actually going to lay for. I'm flexible in the sense that, like I said, as I feel led. I'm here with a flow to just pour out. So as I feel led, I might divert from the slide a bit. But at the end of the day, 3 things: transformation, inspiration, and action must happen. Okay. Now I'm going to watch a short video on storytelling and the importance of storytelling.
Thank you. I have a question for you. Who here has ever had a dog or a cat or a family pet that got sick? Yeah. Me too. I remember my first dog. I got her when she was 6 weeks old, an absolutely gorgeous little Labrador Retriever puppy named Jaya. And I raised her from 6 weeks old, and she was my best friend. She was my buddy. She took care of me, and I took care of her. But a couple of years down the road, she got sick. And I didn't know what was going on with her, but I knew that she was lethargic and something was wrong because I felt her nose. And that's how you know, right? You feel the nose, and it's like, oh, that's not a cold nose. Something is wrong. So I took her to the vet, and the vet diagnosed her with an infection or whatever it was and said, here's a little bottle of pills. Take these pills home and give her 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening. So I thought, okay, cool. Now, I'd never had to give her a pill before, so I didn't have any experience with this. But I went home, and at dinner time, it was time to give her a pill, so I took out the little pill. And I went over to Jaya, and I said, okay, I'm going to give you your pill now. And so, open your mouth. And I, pried her mouth open. And I did what the vet had said, which is like you shove it way into the back of their throat, and then you hold their mouth hold. Okay, so, come on, swallow it. Come on. Why are you looking at me like that? Come on. Swallow it. Come on, swallow it. Swallow it. Come on. Come on, Jaya. Swallow the pill. Okay, you done? Ah! Ugh. Oh. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It is not easy to get the dog to swallow the pill, the good medicine. Well, I didn't know how to do it, so I called my friend John. And I said, John, you've got a dog. You've had dogs all your life. What do you do? How do you do this? And he says, well, have you got some peanut butter? Yeah, I've got some peanut butter. He says, well, hide the pill in the peanut butter. Hide the pill in the peanut butter. Well, I did that. I went and I got a spoon and I scooped out some peanut butter and I, kind of figured out how to stick the pill inside the peanut butter. And then I went to Jaya, and instead of prying her mouth open and everything, I just went, Jaya, come on. And she just lapped it up. And you know what dogs do when they get peanut butter in their mouth? But the pill went down. Hide the pill in the peanut butter. Now, what has that got to do with the power to persuade, the magic of story? Well, in this metaphor, that pill is the good medicine that you have to communicate to your audience, to your customers, to your employees, to your stakeholders. That's your ideas, that's your concepts, that's your information. But sometimes, would you agree with me, that pill is a little hard to swallow for your audience? Sometimes it's boring, sometimes it's technical, or sometimes it's literally a bitter pill. It's bad news. It's not good news at all. And yet somehow we've got to find a way to communicate this information in a way that they are able to swallow it, digest it, and get the good medicine into their system. But it's not easy. So what is the peanut butter in this metaphor? Story. Storytelling in the way that I'm going to share with you the story theater method today. Storytelling is this absolutely delicious, lovely, tasty, enticing way to hide your message so that it gets across to your audience and they think, oh, we're just telling stories. We're just having fun now. So it's a nice little magic trick. And today, I'm going to let you in on the magic. Now, one of my favorite storytellers is Garrison Keillor, the host of A Prairie Home Companion. Have you heard him on the radio? Garrison Keillor says, the best stories are about mistakes, failures, and small disasters. Would you agree? Yes. Mistakes, failures, and small disasters. And I would add to that embarrassing moments, personal tragedies, and everyday conflicts. Now, in corporate storytelling in business, the world in which I live, because that's what I do, I tell stories in a business context to help an organization with productivity, with morale, with change, whatever their issue is. I use stories to help them with that. But I don't just tell the stories, I help them to learn how to tell their stories, which is what I'm here to do today. Help you to learn how to tell your stories so that you can make more money, sell more product, get your ideas and concepts across, or just plain be able to get somebody to understand what the heck you do. Does anybody have that challenge? It's like you do something unique and interesting in the world, and you tell people and they go, okay, well, that's nice. Hi, how are you? And they walk away going, I don't get it. And so stories are this absolutely brilliant way to do this.
Storytelling elevates something that doesn't seem very important. Because I don't know about you, sometimes you feel, my business is very important. There are hundreds and thousands of people do what I'm doing. You know what I mean? But then with the power of storytelling, you put your own personality into that business and it becomes special. You know what I mean? So instead of I help people lose weight, all of a sudden it becomes, after years of struggle with weight loss, with the challenges of being a Muslim woman, I can't wear this kind of clothes, I can't do blah, blah, blah. I found the secrets. And that secrets allowed me to help people, okay, to lose weight, to be decent, okay, and showcase and wear the clothes that they always wanted to wear. Wow. All of a sudden, what you do stops being boring and basic and becomes interesting. Stories give big voices to small ventures. That's the power of storytelling. Okay? So what is brand storytelling? How does it apply to your business? Story. Once upon a time. My name is... no, that's not what it is. It's not story, once upon a time. That's not what it is. Your brand story is it's not about you. Your brand story is about your customer. What you're trying to do with your brand story is to take your customer into a journey of your business and help them to understand how your business can serve them. And help them to understand why you in the world of so many people. Okay? Why is this important? It is important because that's why small businesses don't stand out. There is nothing unique about them. What makes this special, okay, is your brand story. Think about it. What does Nike make? What does Nike make? Sneakers, shoes, blah, blah, blah. How many people in China make sneakers shoe everybody? Everybody does it. It's common. It's nothing special. Is it special? But why is Nike special? Just do it.